The House Intelligence Committee has released its impeachment report, and in it, there are call logs between Devin Nunes and Lev Parnas, who is Rudy Giuliani's business associate. Now, this is pretty incriminating to say the least, and Devin Nunes has responded to it in a Trump-like fashion. Take a look.
What about the reports tonight that are just breaking that reveal multiple calls between you, this guy Parnas, and Rudy Giuliani? My sources are telling me that 3 of the 4 so-called calls were apparently to just Giuliani and maybe on Parnas's phone in under a minute. Is that true?
Well, it's even better than that. First of all, you have to remember the House Intelligence Committee, we are the oversight committee. We have Americans and foreigners contact us every single day with information.
Did you ever talk to this guy, Lev Parnas, or whoever his name is?
You know, it's possible, but I haven't gone through all my phone records. I don't really recall that name. You know, I remember the name now because he's been indicted. But why would CNN rely on somebody like this? You know, and I'll go back and check all my records, but it seems very unlikely that I would be taking calls from random people.
Okay, so want to know what CNN's relying on? CNN's relying on the official House Intelligence Committee report, which includes call logs. And in those call logs, can we please take a look at this graphic, this photo? It shows the 4 instances in which Devin Nunes was in touch with Lev Parnas.
Or as Hannity says, like this guy, Les Parnas or whoever he is.
Right.
Hannity is also in the call logs. So Giuliani will call Hannity, and then that night Trump will go on Hannity's program and talk about how Biden is doing corruption in Ukraine. All this connected back to Lev Parnas.
Yes.
Hannity is perfectly aware of it, and this great comedy duo coming out here and be like, oh, I mean, Parnas, I don't know who that guy. Sean, you know who he is? Because I don't know who he is. I mean, we're in the call logs, but I mean, I don't know who they are, right?
It's pathetic. And there, again, this is all based on evidence. This isn't based on any hearsay. These are actual call logs that have been subpoenaed by congressional investigators at AT&T, right? So let me give you a quick refresher on why this is so relevant, okay? Because this all really centers on the US ambassador to Ukraine, former US ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, who was ousted by the Trump administration because she was actually trying to root out corruption in Ukraine. So Trump also, so Hannity was ousted, Hannity also was outed for having coordinated with President Donald Trump, Giuliani, and Donald Trump Jr. to take down former Ukraine Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch in the House Intelligence Committee report, right? So you have Devin Nunes involved, you have Hannity involved, and then when it comes to Donald Trump himself, he tries to use the exact same, strategy that you just saw Devin Nunes use. So Trump also claimed that he didn't know Parnas or his associate Uygur Fruman, but the men were photographed with Trump and his GOP allies literally dozens, guys, dozens of times, and seen in multiple videos.
You could tell because when Trump was first asked about him, he's like, I don't know, there might be some pictures of me with him, but that doesn't mean I know him. That means, oh my God, he knew him so well. Like when he says there might be some pictures, that means he had a lot of different contact with him and is positive that he's been pictured with him, and it turns out dozens of times and on video. So look, they're all involved, but they're involved in different ways. Like I doubt Hannity had anything to do with taking money from Ukrainian interests because he's already incredibly rich from being a Fox News talk show host. So he wouldn't care about any of that. But if Trump told him to throw our own ambassador to Ukraine under the bus because Trump wanted to smear his political opponent, Hannity would be all in for that. He'd be like, oh yes, okay, you want to take out an honest American diplomat to help you win an election. Oh, glad you called, I'm your guy. So that part is not at all surprising.
So finally, I want to go to one other incredibly lame defense that people are using. And this is Greg Jarrett floating the possibility that maybe it wasn't Devin Nunes on the phone call with Lev Parnas.
The only thing new that I picked out of yesterday's was this communication between Devin Nunes, Rudy Giuliani, and the White House. In what way, if any, is that problematic?
Well, we just don't know because we don't know the details. In fact, it's a call log. Does that mean that Devin Nunes was actually on the call or somebody else?
No, it was Devin Nunes' neighbor.
Oh no, I got it.
He confiscated Devin Nunes' phone and decided to randomly call Lev Parnas.
No, to be fair, there is some chance it was Devin Nunes' cow.
Oh, good point.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's suing his own cow. Maybe this is how they had the falling out. So, yeah, that happens often. Hey, there's this conspiracy with guys who are taking money from foreign actors and are foreign agents who then later get arrested. And I meant to call Devin Nunes' wife. Right? Golly gee, it's Devin Nunes on the phone 4 different times. How did that happen? Yeah, no. Well, good try, Greg Jarrett, okay, but not buying it.
Yeah, this is why the hashtag Nunes got caught went viral on social media.
Yeah.
Because he got caught. He had these phone calls, there's no way around it. Now the question is, what was discussed in those phone calls? I don't know if we're gonna find out, but I hope we do.
Yeah, look, there are a bunch of serial bunglers, but we're having debates with clowns here, as usual. So Devin Nunes is, and obviously at a bare minimum has a conflict of interest and should have never been involved in these hearings. Instead, he was the leader of the Republicans in the hearings in the Intelligence Committee. Because the Republicans, they don't care about ethics at all. The law is totally optional. Working with these crooks to further your own political and personal interests is just par for the course. So one political party in this country is totally off the rails. And they don't seem to care about the rule of law, the Constitution, or even reality at all anymore. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.